Thanks for joining me again. In this video, I want to briefly outline the eligibility for a study permit. There are really 5 main requirements when you want to apply for a study permit application. The first is really you have to be accepted by a designated learning institution in Canada. So not all institutions qualify. There is a list on our website as well as the CIC website that discloses the designated institutions that CIC accepts. You definitely want to make sure that you apply to one of those institutions versus any random one, because that could be the reason for your application being rejected. The other thing, the second requirement, is obviously to prove that you have sufficient funds to support your stay, not just sufficient funds to travel to Canada, because there's flight tickets and so forth that's required, but also documentation to prove that you have enough financial support or means to support the entire stay in Canada, so throughout your study in Canada. And also enough funds available that you can take a flight back home once your study permit expires and you have to exit the country. So showing your financial, whether it's a financial income or support from friends and family in regards to that, definitely provide as many documents as you can. And also maybe you want to outline some of your expenses in Canada and maybe make a graph or a chart that says my monthly expenses would most likely be this much, and this is how much money I have allocated for my stay in Canada. The third requirement is very important. You have to ensure that you are a law-abiding citizen, that there's no criminal convictions on your record. If you do have this, it doesn't mean that you can't apply for a study permit, but it is possible you would require what's called a temporary resident permit in addition to this. So do see our videos on TRPs for further information. Also, you must be in good health and you must be willing to do and go through a medical examination in case the officer requests it. However, you could submit the application and wait for that request versus having that document ready when you originally submit it. So don't feel that when it comes to police clearances and medical background checks that you have to do that in the initial application. The officer will request this and you have to comply should that request come in. And the last thing, which is extremely important, you have to satisfy that you will leave Canada at the end of your authorized stay, and you do this with having ample documents to show your ties to your home country. This could mean list of friends and family, property, lease agreement, what you're going to do with that degree or diploma that you've obtained in Canada and utilize that at home. So explaining that, your plan for the future. So as many documents as you can to tie all of this back to your home country. Those are the 5 main requirements for study permit. If this applies to you or you have any further questions, feel free to give us a call. Thank you, and until next time.